Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. And today I decided to film like kind of a part 2 of my favorite summery look. I've already done similar Get Ready With Me, I think it was like a month and a bit ago. It was kind of like a yellow look, which is definitely my go-to in summer, but there's also another color that I love to wear, especially when I get like, not tan, I don't really tan, but I get like more vibrant, glowy, warm tone to my skin. And that is blue, so we're gonna do a blue look today. I'm gonna try to show kind of like a simpler way how to wear blues, like not something fully like crazy, even though with me there's a little bit of craziness always happening. So I just thought I'm gonna do like a quick Get Ready With Me, and maybe we're even gonna chat a little bit about like my channel and stuff. We'll see. I already did my brows. I'm using the Haggard Ecstasy of Saints, which is my Project Level Up palette, and I mixed this brown shade, which is called Midnight Oat, with my Smith & palette from the Avon. I've been using this combo very often, and the shade Right Meow. So I have that on my in my brows, and then the Super Lock Brow Glue from Maybelline, which is again something that I use. Now I'm gonna apply the Art Deco eyeshadow base on my lids, and to like kind of fill out the void with talking, I have recently applied for the YouTube AdSense program because I was able to hit 1K, which, by the way, there's still a running giveaway happening on my channel. I will link the video down below, or you can get it, or you can just search through my channel, and I think it's running until what, 8th of September, something like that. So you can apply for a giveaway and get a couple products from me, in case you're subscribed. And because I was able to hit 1K, and a couple days after that I was also able to hit the like watch hour minimum. Like you have to have certain amount of hours, your videos have to have certain amount of watch hours. I think it's like 3,000 or something hours in a year to get monetized on YouTube. I'm gonna use this white shade, or almost white, it's like a very light pink. It's kind of like a base because I want to do obviously like a light blue look, and also I want to hit a pan on this shade. And I was able to do that a couple days after that. So I think it's been like a week since I've been since I've applied to the AdSense program, and there's obviously like a lot of verification happening, so I'm still kind of going through the process. But and you need to like upload for a month to like check, so that YouTube can check your videos and if they're actually monetizable, like if they're good enough to be used for like advertisers or something like that. And it also like kind of gives you an estimate of how much you can earn from ads from your videos. So it's been kind of strange to just like watch it, because I never knew. Like I feel like, I don't know if maybe I just haven't heard anyone talking about it, but like even when YouTubers do like Q&As, I feel like I've never heard like how it works and like what is the rate. Like I know that obviously it's very like complicated to count, but I've never heard an estimate. So it's been kind of strange to see that, and it kind of gave me hope that maybe eventually this hobby could help to kind of pay for itself. That would be incredible if that would happen, if like the things that I try on this channel could be paid from the ads, because I'm trying to save up to like move to an apartment. I'm still living at the dorm, so I would love to like get some nice apartment eventually, but that will take a while to saving up for it. I'm gonna use this blue, and this one is called Waterbending. It's from the Legend of Korra from Colourpop. I have it now taken out because I'm currently working on this shade as my Project Pan shade, so that's why it's out. Otherwise it will be in the Legend of Korra palette. But I've been using it a lot for like BYOPs and stuff, and I've been trying so much to hit a pan on this, and it doesn't wanna. Like I've been doing the most, and there's still no pan, so I'm just gonna use it in the crease, and I feel like the white underneath helps to like make it really bright and really like, you know, like super pastely. Helps it to look very pastely. So it's been kind of strange. Obviously now the numbers are just like estimates. And it's gonna take a while to like apply and like finish the application because you have to go through a couple different documents and like verify yourself and stuff like that. So it's definitely like a little bit more complicated, but you know, it's fun. Like I'm quite hopeful now, and it would really help me out, like obviously, especially since even though I do have a day job, I only have like part-time job, kinda. It's like I'm a teacher and you're supposed to teach 21 classes in high school. And I teach 17 classes, so it's almost a full time. I'm just missing a couple hours. And I'm still in the university. I'm gonna use the Sommerne Tupa by Udensai and the shade Neptune because I want to know pen left behind this pad, and this is the last shade that I'm missing. It's not my favorite shade, it's actually kind of my least favorite shade. I'm gonna use it on the lid, just kind of like to have a little bit more of a base there for shimmers. So yeah, so like anything that I can earn outside of my job is always welcome. Right now I am saving quite a bit every single month, even though I'm still like buying makeup and trying makeup, but I'm able to save a bit every single month to hopefully then put it towards an apartment or something. Eventually, like I want to stay at the dorm as long as I can to not really overpay on like rent and stuff. I would rather just stay at dorm, and then once I have some kind of money, I would just like buy something. But that's gonna take a while. I'm gonna do liner because that's what I really like to do, because I like to get a use out of my deep blue shades, especially now that I'm actually trying to like use up one of them, which is this shade. It's the Night Sky, I believe it is, but let me check it. Yeah, Night Sky from the Christmas Eve palette by Udens Eye. And as you just saw, I don't have much of that, so I think within the next like 2-3 uses I might actually be done. And we're gonna do a little wing. So yeah, so this would really help me out, and if I could just use the money that I earn as a teacher for like groceries and like living and stuff, and then whatever I earn here, I would really like to just use it for like buying new releases, investing it in like better equipment like lights, cameras, because obviously like I'm really enjoying the fact that it's summer and I don't have to use any lights and I just film with like natural light, and that's what I do all year. But in the winter it's kind of hard because I live in Czech Republic, which is like Central Europe, right? So in winter it's pretty much like dark outside after 4 in the afternoon, and that's usually where I get home after work. And if I have university that day, I'm getting to my dorm around like 8 in the evening. So yeah, like it's impossible to film during the day when it comes to winter schedule. And so I do have to use lights, and obviously like I don't really like ring lights. I feel like they kind of distort the color, or at least the ones that I have, because obviously I don't have like professional ring lights. I just have like very cheap ones because it's kind of expensive, honestly. And also I don't really have a space for them, if I'm being honest, or the technical background for that. So it's kind of been a little bit more of like a trying to get as much videos filmed during weekends and stuff when you know I can film during the day. And usually I have one day that I don't have to be at work either as early, or did I that I only am working for like maybe 2-3 hours, like teaching for 2-3 classes. But yeah, like otherwise it's pretty complicated in the winter, so I would definitely like to get, I also want to get a mic just so that I can have like a better, because sometimes there's like a lot of noise in the background and it's pretty hard to extract it. And I did this line too big. Let me actually, sometimes when that happens, I literally just take my finger and like erase it. Yeah. And then I take the previous color, like the light blue, and I just cover everything. So that's a little thing. And that's why I try to do the liner before I do shimmers, because it's easier to erase it. God, I hate the hood over here. It's so annoying. Like it's so hard to make it even. And I know I should be starting with this eye because it's the harder one, but I just automatically go for the easier one. Let me kind of see how even is it. I guess it's gonna be a little bit thicker. Okay, this is gonna be it. Sometimes it's a good eyeliner day, sometimes it's a bad eyeliner day. I'm gonna use that dark blue also on the lower lash line in the outer part. So yeah, I would like to get a new mic, better light. I would also like to get like a nice background because, or I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out the background at my dorm because now I have like a white bookcase kind of situation. And it's a little bit, I feel like it's too white. Like I need either to put like a different background in the bookcase or something. Something has to change so that it looks better. I just don't know how to do it right now. Like I don't know what to put there to make it nicer. We're gonna smoke it out. Now I'm gonna go back to the light blue. So yeah, I've been trying to figure it out for a couple of months now, and I still don't really know how to do that. Like I'm still not really sure. I had a couple options that I've been kind of like adding to my basket, like things that I could put there or what I could change in the background to make it a little bit more like interesting and nice and stuff. But I don't feel like either of those options like actually work, or I don't really like them too much. But I don't know what else to do, so I am kind of trying to figure it out. I've been watching a lot of random people's channels just to like figure out how they do their background, and maybe like I would figure out something, because I'm definitely not buying like furniture to my dorm. Like that's really not the, anyway, this is how much we have left. This is really not the route I'm gonna be taking. Okay, I have to figure out what I'm gonna do in my lids. I definitely want to do like some fun shimmers. I was thinking either the Catastrophe from GRWM or I have this summer BYOP that I've built. Maybe I want to do that. I'm gonna put my Cleonut shimmer primer, even though I don't think it's gonna do much. It's the Shine On. I feel like the longer I use it, the less I like it. And I haven't really liked it in the first place. It was just kind of like something you put on. And I don't know if it actually does something. I feel like it only works with eyeshadows that are already beautiful on the eyes. But if I have some formats that are like a little bit more like it kind of makes them, I feel like when I use the NYX shimmer primer, it makes even eyeshadows that are kind of to something that is almost good enough. You know, like it just helps. Whereas this, I don't know. I don't feel like it really does anything. And I'm definitely not going to be purchasing that unless it would be something super insane, because obviously NYX I can get at the drugstores, and this I would have to ship. So yeah, like even if this was, unless this was absolutely brilliant, I would always use the NYX glitter primer anyways. I'm gonna start with this blue for my summer BYOP. Let me actually check the shade, because I think it's like Breeze maybe, but also there is a good chance that I'm wrong. No, it's Angel. It's Angel. It's from Unearthly, from the All I Ever Wanted palette. I don't know why I thought it's Breeze. I guess there's like similar shade from them. But yes, I'm gonna use this as a base. It's such a beautiful blue, and I feel like it looks exactly like the first, like the pastel blue that we've used, but it has a bit of that like turquoisiness. So, oh god, I love this shade. I genuinely do. It's so pretty. So yeah, I don't know where I was. Yeah, so I'm trying to kind of figure out how to make the background nicer, the equipment nicer. I have actually went to a like electro shop that specializes for like cameras, to kind of try a couple different ones and see like what brands I should look for, and you know, kind of figure out what I actually want. I think I'm gonna still dip into the catastrophe. And it definitely, like, I think it made it even worse, because now there's so many things that I feel like were really nice and I don't know how to pick. I've tried to explain to the assistant that was showing me around what I'm kind of planning to do with that, and like what my goal is, and the environment that I like film in, so that he could like actually give me some good advice. And he did give me so much good advice, but now I'm just kind of, I don't really know what to pick. So, and I want to have like an idea so that I know exactly what budget I'm going for and what I have to save up for, because obviously camera is not something that I can just buy out of nowhere. At least I can't. So I need to like, and I don't want something like super complicated. I don't want like super technological thing, because I only had one camera in the past, and it was just like kind of like a training camera, like something very inexpensive that you just like learn how to even like set up a couple of the settings and stuff like that. So it wasn't anything complicated. It was very easy, very like, you know, just learning how to do this. So yeah, now I'm gonna use in my inner corner this shade, which is called Clouds. I've been reaching for this one a lot in this palette. I actually really like this one. So that's gonna be our inner corner. It's such a good inner corner, like genuine. And I've been wearing looks like these a lot, both on my vacation and just like everywhere pretty much. Every single time I don't really know what to wear, or I don't want to spend too much time doing my makeup, I've been doing this. And it's not just because I'm panning these shades, but I would do that anyways. I would use these colors anyways, because I don't know, I feel like for me, I like to wear these blues even more than in the winter, because I like them with my skin tone. Like now that it's a little bit more peachy, it's a little bit warmer, I feel like it looks better, because I'm very pale in the winter. Even though I do use self tanner a bit in the winter, I'm still quite pale. So I feel like it just looks better, and with the sunshine and everything, like it's nicer. That's all I'm gonna say. It's nicer. So that is the eye look. Now, trying to figure out what I wanna. I'm gonna use maybe like white in the waterline. I have this white from Glisten's Spectra pencil, again in the shade white. So I'm gonna use that in the waterline. So those are the plans I have, and I think those are gonna be like my main goals for the next like couple of months until like the end of the year. I would really like to sort myself out before the year ends and like have all the setup, all the like equipment, kind of figure that out. But I also need to see how much I'm actually gonna be able to earn. And you know, because I can't really put a lot of my own money into this, I need them for like other things. So I need to like help this channel to I need this channel to help me earn the money to continue like improving the quality of this channel, if that makes sense. Like I just want this hobby to pay for itself, kind of. Let me get a mascara. Where have I put it? What am I gonna do foundation today? I will be brave for you and I will do foundation. I'm usually not someone who wears foundation. I think you already know that in case you've been here before, because it's just, I'm gonna use this Aqua Splash Grip Primer from Claire's, Catrice, come on. I just don't really like the feel of foundation on my face, but it's not too hot today. It's sunny, but it's not hot because it's been raining yesterday and it's been quite cold yesterday, so it's that kind of like really nice weather afterwards, which I love. So yeah, let me get the foundation and the mascara. Okay, so I'm gonna curl my lashes. I could technically use blue mascara, but I've used it a couple days ago and I'm not really feeling like using blue mascara today. I'm gonna use this Catrice one that I'm currently testing. I used it in my full face of Catrice and it's a really nice one. It's the Fake It Volume and False Lash Mascara. This is this type of wand. Oh, it's a little bit too much. It's a really nice one. It makes your lashes like pretty long and separated. Still gives that like volume. And that like fullness. Like I'm actually really enjoying this effect. And what I like about it, sometimes when I try a new mascara, like the first couple of days of wearing it, it's a bit too liquidy. And I don't like that because then I feel like my eyelashes will like stick together, like the bottom and top ones. And or it's gonna like smudge everywhere, you know, like it's just not comfortable. But this one actually looks really, really pretty. By the way, guys, I would love to know how your summer has been going, because obviously for me, by the time you're watching this, I'm back at work to get ready for the beginning of September, so that when the school starts. And I feel like the summer was way too short. Like I definitely needed the summer to like really like recuperate and like, you know, get like my physical and mental health in order, because I've been so tired in the past like maybe 2-3 months before the summer, and it's been like really hard for me. I've even had like my health has been worse. I've had migraines and stuff, and I feel like I finally have gotten to the point where I'm like feeling good and I have to go back to work. And it's not that I don't like the job, because I really love my work. I love the people there, like it's really fun, and I genuinely love being a teacher. But also, I don't know if it's just the fact that it's also I'm still in the at a university, and that's the thing that's draining me out. But it's been like a bit too much, and I felt like I'm kind of like like everything is happening a bit too fast and there's like a bit too much at once that I can't really like keep up with. And I've been actually thinking about for a while now, like it's almost, well, it's probably more than a year now that I've been thinking about going to, because at our university, since we're all like teachers and stuff, and you can also study psychology and stuff, you can go to like free therapy there. That's like paid by the school. And I would just really like to try it and see, because I've never been to therapy before or like anything like that. So maybe it could help. Because I know I have like a little bit of like anxiety, at least that's what doctors always told me. Like every single time I come to doctor with something, there's like it's probably anxiety, and I don't really know how, like what to do with that. So yeah, I'm gonna try. So I feel like maybe I should try that. For foundation, I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator, lightweight, non-greasy, sheer to medium finish foundation or something. And mine is in the shade light medium, and I'm actually gonna mix it with this Catrice Instant Bright Serum Concealer in the shade 001N, because this concealer is too light for me, and if I remember correctly, this is a bit dark, so just have that on my finger like that, and my hand like that, and I'm just gonna mix it with one of these like mixing thingies. So yeah, I would like to try therapy, see what it is, if I'm gonna feel better going there, and you know, just I guess I just want to try if this could help me or not. I feel like this could be a nice shade, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I can always go over with the concealer again. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been like thinking lately, and like I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of, I would really like to finish the uni soon, but it can take a while because I just am still like trying to finish my first year. I have still like September to finish my first year, because I have a couple classes that I have to, because I have a couple courses that I have to like finish, and like do the exams and stuff. But afterwards I'm gonna be in my second year, which is technically the last year for my master's, but I think I'm gonna have to prolongate that, because I think I'm gonna have to take another year to like write the final thesis and stuff, because I'm just like starting. I just got my like theme, and I'm just trying to figure out all the sources I'm gonna use and all that, so it's gonna take me a little bit longer, especially with work. Like I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, and like I can study for 3 years legally, like you can, without like paying or anything, like it's fine. So I don't want to stress myself with like trying to finish up the finish my studies in 2 years, when like there's absolutely no reason why I couldn't study for 3 years. Like I still don't have to pay for it. It's still free. It's still like nothing's happening. I kind of bad couple areas that are like a little bit worse in my face, but otherwise, you know what? I actually like this finish, and I feel like it's a nice color. Because if I remember that correctly, the skin tint on its own wasn't the best. Like it was separating in a couple areas for me. So I feel like maybe this way I might have found a way to use them. Yeah, maybe this could work. Let me actually get this. I mean, like there are a couple areas where you can kind of see that I have foundation on. But for example, the forehead is quite nice. Like usually I have a lot of lines on my forehead whenever I use foundation. So I feel like this is like a step in the right direction. For blush, you know what, I'm just gonna use the Skechers one because I want to use it again to like test it again. This is the Catrice Liquid Blush Affair. Let me actually shake it. In the shade, this is actually funny, this is called Orange Fizz, the shade, and it's like a peachy rosy color. So I don't know why it's called this way. I don't know why it's called this way, but you'll see once I forgot to put on concealer. I'm gonna do that afterwards. Okay. It's quite liquidy. But yeah, I think you can see once it's like blended, like it's just like a soft pink peach. Like I'm even like hesitant to call it peach. It's more like pink. So the fact that they call it Orange Fizz, like what's orangey about this? Pomegranate maybe. Like a whiff of pomegranate, but not orange. Like I'm genuinely confused by the shade name. But let me use my Maybelline Superstay concealer in the shade 10 under my eyes, just like a little dot. This is a little bit of a big dot. Actually, I usually use less than that. As you can see, like it does, it goes a long way. So let me actually, and normally I use my blush after the concealer because obviously I put my concealer like on my cheek as well. So now I'm gonna have to kind of like marinate them together. Yeah, this is definitely more coverage than I normally go for, because normally I don't wear any foundation. So I'm slightly, like, I'm always looking at myself, trying to figure out if it looks okay, because I'm not used to seeing myself this way. So we have blush. I might do my brown bone highlight as well. I'm gonna use the same shade that I have on in the inner corner. Shade Clouds, just a little bit. Okay, a little bit more than that. I was a little bit too soft with it. This is such a beautiful, like, it is white with blue sheen, but that blue is like very cool toned. It's like a minty, you know, like that minty bluish green. It's so pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just so pretty. Now for highlighter, I might actually use, am I gonna use powder? Yeah, I'm gonna use powder because I feel like it's a bit too, it's not like oily, but there is, I can feel it when I put my fingers on my face, and I like my face to just feel like there's nothing on it. I just cannot stand the texture. I think I'm just gonna use this L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation. Technically this is foundation in a powder, but I don't want to get up for a powder, so I'm just gonna, you know, use this one. It's gonna give a little, well, this doesn't really have much of coverage if I'm being honest, but maybe, I don't know, I don't really need it to have any coverage. I just wanted to slightly mattify it, and I like that this one is like it's not matte, it's more like satin. Like it doesn't feel dry, or I don't think it looks like fully flat, at least compared to like different powders that I've tried in the past. Because I have actually tried quite a bit of powders, I just never use them, so because I don't like it, I've never liked the way they look, so I just decluttered them. And now I'm trying to like go back to like finding powders that might work, but the thing is, I just only like makeup that is like colorful and fun. So for me, doing like foundation powder and stuff that you can't really like see is just kind of annoying, because it's just a waste of time. But yeah, this is done. Now for highlighter. I'm gonna use this Super Shock highlighter from ColourPop. This one is in the shade Hippo. I'm trying to hit a pan on this at least. Like, I originally thought was I'm gonna be able to like use it up for before the year ends. That is not happening, so I just want to hit the pan. It's my new goal. So let me use that one. And I think I'm gonna use this as like a first highlighter, and then I'm gonna top it with something a little bit nicer, because this one, for like a normal person, this is a very doable highlighter, because it just gives you that like little sheen. But I like to actually see my highlighter, and this one is just like, it looks very believable. It looks like my cheeks have this like purpley sheen to it. I'm gonna give ColourPop that, but I don't really go for believable natural. I just want something that's fun. So I'm gonna top it with the shade Meteor from the Summon 2 palette, because this is actually one of my focus shades. So I'm just gonna, on the highest point of my cheek, I'm just gonna use that to give me a little bit more of a highlight. I don't know if you can actually see that, but it is so pretty. And now the last step is to figure out what lipstick are we gonna do. I don't want to do anything too dark, but also I really want to do purple, so oh no. The thing is, I have like most of my lipsticks at the dorm, so what am I gonna use? You know what? Change of plans. I'm gonna use this Catrice Creamy Nudes lip pen in the shade Happy Hazelnut. I don't know, I kind of, you know, if I'm not gonna do purple, I'm gonna do hazelnut. It's like a neutral color, and I'm actually gonna use it all over the lips, because I think this one is more like a lip pencil than a lip liner, if there is any difference in that, because first of all, it's really thick and like chunky, and also I feel like this one is a bit too creamy. Like, if it were like contour lip, if this were like lip liner, I feel like it has to be a little bit, it has to be first of all smudge proof, which this one isn't, and a little bit like less creamy. Okay, does that work? I don't know. I like the consistency because it's not like thick like a lipstick. It's actually like super thin, but it gives you the color and it stays nicely. Like, you can't really eat too much with this, but otherwise it does stay quite nicely. Let me actually kind of refresh my hair, because it's been doing weird things. Like, some days it's really good and some days it's, what are we doing? So yep. But anyways, do I need anything more on my face? I feel like we did everything. So let me know what you think about this look. This is another like very basic look. I've been back to my like eyeliner era, because I have two moods. Either it's like doing first half of the eye is like a super light pastel shade, and the other half is like really dark deep color, and it's like a smoky eye. And the other mood is doing very light all over the lid and then doing a dark liner. I feel like I only operate in these two ways. So yeah. Anyways, let me know what you think about this look, and what you thought about this video, and what are your like go-to colors for summer, or maybe you're not wearing makeup in the summer. I know a lot of people have it that way as well, but let me know down below, and I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. So bye.